Okay, it's a fly for the Wandle. It's an emerging Caddis or a peeping Caddis. So what I've done is taken a hook and glued a bead, silver or gold, and then I'm going to put it in my vise. Okay, it's quite a good one to tie on the bank. Work the black, or I always use black, I suppose it really matters. Down. What you want to do is to just go around the curve of the shank to that there. At that point, a little spot of super glue, hardly anything, just to hold that in place. Right, next up, to make the legs, you want to get a hackle, and it's the bottom part of the hackle, and you strip the base and clip the top off. What we need to do then is we need to place it. This can be a little bit tricky, trim the salt down, but we want to place that on so that they're hanging down. So put it position and then just do some loose turns, put in tight, and wind it all the way back to the head, and then come all the way back to where you were. That's lobster claws, I suppose. Come back up. Now, we want them reasonably square. I don't know if you can see where we've clipped the position. Where we've clipped the hackle off, that's where the head's going to go. So to make the head, this is the elastic from a face mask, one of the surgical face masks, the loops that go around your ears. And what you do is you light the end, blow it out, and it makes quite a convincing grub head. We don't need all of that, so we'll just cut a little bit off, make it a bit more manageable. And then again we take a little bit of super glue, we just run it up the feather to where we cut it. On the back. And then we just fix that in place gently. And then some gentle turns. And these are the things to secure it, but we can also use it to square it because we want the body to roll, or lie rather, on the top of the hook. Trim it off behind the bead. Seal it down behind the bead, and then run back up again. I'll just use my fingers to manipulate that head so it's square with the back, or square you can get. It doesn't really make that much difference, to be honest. So what we've got now are the legs sticking down and the head sticking up. Run the cord right down behind the bead. Yeah. Okay. Put that down. Then I found this wool, and I stole it off my wife. And it's a sort of muted grey, but it's got a built-in sort of lure flash, make a sparkly jumper with it. So what we do then is we just a couple of loose loops to secure it, a little bit of a gentle tug, cut the tag, and then carefully and gently wind it to the front. And as we get to the head, start pulling the head down. And then carefully position the head over the legs. And then wind back up to the bead. And this is great, this wool, because it's just given the odd little flash, which is, as a caddis makes its home, probably picks up little shards of sand or glass, which will have a little bit of a sparkle. And then we just want to catch in that wool. And then trim the tag. And we just want to do a retaining knot, nothing fancy, just an overhand knot. Missed the one the first time. That's got it. And then just expose the bead if it's got a bit clumped like this one has, and then a little touch of super glue just behind the bead, seal it all down, make it all firm. We've got a little caddis. Oh. Caught a few fish on them. I'll give it a go on the Wandle this year. Thanks for watching.